think? Oh, my fellow brethren. Hold on. So we just chilling in the police station drinking alcohol? Drinking alcohol in the hallways of the police station. And no one's saying anything.
I'm not sure I know.
Yo, this police station is just the wildest. Oh, he respects us because we didn't hurt anybody. Hold on, let me take a look at you. We always gotta stare and assess what we're getting ourselves into because Sherlock just don't play that. Sherlock always has to look you up and down. Like, looking at your knuckles. He want to look at your eyeballs, look at your blotchy skin. He gotta see it all. And then come to a thorough assessment as to who he thinks you are. On clever assumptions. Y'all don't pay attention. It's late. Please tell me this was on. It was not on. Hey guys, welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. It's Moan. How are you guys doing? What are you drinking? I have green tea. I think I'm almost done with this game. But we're back with some more of this. Yeah, alright, I remember now. We had that weird party where the guy was sacrificed. It got really weird really quickly. Yep, we got invited to this weird party. Then we went, because John was like, oh, I want the tea, so we went and found some tea for him. Got some boring stories out of 2 people. The police arrested me during the raid on Manchio's mansion. Constable Oswald freed me. He said that he can find the documents relating to my mother's death in exchange for helping me solve this case. I think I said I'm drinking green tea. Yeah, that's my drink. I agree. Constable Oswald will be in the archives during my investigation. He left everything he has for the case on the table. Vogel is under arrest since he is one of the primary suspects. Right, because there was some guy. He was assaulted in a nearby room. What was this? Pinchetti is a major domo. What is that? Alright, let's go in here with our cult outfit on. Sure. It's been a minute since I played some Sherlock Holmes. You get Can I go in here? Pardon me. Don't mind. Everybody's in here wearing a different outfit. I feel so out of place. I need to come in my police outfit. Can I go in here? Okay, who am I supposed to talk to about this? I'm supposed to talk to somebody. Where's Manchio?
Look, I found Werner.
John? Verna, where? In here? Is this him? Is this a fellow party goer? Who is this? Oh, is that her blood on the thing? Oh, John. Okay, he's right here. Who's Verna? Yeah, it's been a minute. Yo, John, what's going on?
What a bunch of losers.
Hey, Verna.
Werner, are you all right?
Oh, yes. Everything's fine. In fact, it's something of a family reunion. My brother spent quite some time in this place himself.
You should not be here.
That's not good.
I told the police everything I knew, but they refused to let you go. They require proof to free you.
Ha! What did you expect? The mighty Sherlock Holmes swans in, tells the officers what to think, and the world obeys?
Of course not. Anyway, I struck a deal with the constable, and I've got a free hand in the investigation. I find proof to solve the case for him. He obtains files about my mother's death for me.
Well done. If one has the power or will and can act, then one must. I wonder, suppose you couldn't get the proof to your truth. Would you tell a lie to the guard that enabled my freedom, knowing my innocence? Would that not be just?
Oh, wait, I would lie for you. No. What? So you want me to lie to you just because they're friends? Because you're his friend? I'm sorry, but Sherlock Holmes is a man of honor. I wouldn't lie for you, sir.
There are lines I will not cross, Werner. I will do my best to secure your release, but with proof, not deception.
Thank you.
Really? How many white lies have you told on this island? Why not for me? Why not another?
That is absurd.
didn't.
I can resolve this without compromises. Do not give up hope.
Exactly, Verna. You're sitting up there trying to make me
The
lie
air
to you.
here is rather refreshing. I'd even recommend that some of my friends visit the place.
They gave you a tiny room. You don't even get a bed in there, no chair, no nothing. They just gave him a closet. Poor guy. Oh well. Don't ask me to lie for you. Who am I supposed to talk to about this? I need to ask somebody about these cufflinks. Oh, my fellow brethren. Hold on. So we just chilling in the police station drinking alcohol? Drinking alcohol in the hallways of the police station. And no one's saying anything. You'll get over that.
Help me, please.
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Yo, this police station is just the wildest. Are you Oswald? Are you Oswald? Anybody in here? Oh, see, this would be so much easier if I was here in person. I was like, excuse me, are you Oswald? Can't do that as Holmes. In here? Oh, hi, Oswald.
I'm doing my part. You should do yours too, Holmes.
Okay, is this your desk? Sir, which one is your desk? Over here? This is not your desk. Oswald. I need to help okay. Okay, but how? Okay, no, it's not in this room. Did I just literally walk out of a room and didn't look at the evidence? Is this it? No. This. Okay. What the freak? Well, clearly I didn't look at the evidence. I did not. Okay, this is just great. This is great. We're off to a great start with being a detective. Okay. Santos Pichiti. What is that? Pinchite? Pinchiti? Pichiti. I'm gonna say. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a witness who reports a suspicion of murder at Manchio. So he knew about it. Manchio's mansion in Grand Surrey. During the preparations for the social party, I heard loud noises from the closed altar room. Immediately, I thought of the sacrifice of a living being overviewed by none other than Kurt Manchio. There was blood on the walls, strange symbols, and a dagger in the heart. As soon as I was able to think clearly, I rushed to the police station to report my findings. The station responded to the deposition by sending a patrol, while the witness left the station and went home. So y'all just go, no. What if he went to go clean it up? Wait. He could have went to go clean up the crime. Following a report from a witness of the satanic ritual who claimed to have found a body, the raid on the Manchio's mansion was granted. It resulted in the arrest of multiple suspects and dispersal of the group in masks and robes caught in the act of gross indecency and unnatural behavior. Yeah, they're drinking in the police station. The body of the victim was found lying on the altar with a knife wound in his chest. The officers identified the victim, Fabio, 20, a local performer and artist. Arrested suspects. V. Vogel had a letter of an insulting nature in his possession, which had been written by the victim. He claims to have found the body. He is infamous for his eccentric personality. S. Holmes. We're not guilty. We're a detective. You can't do this to me. Carried a murder weapon, a dagger with the victim's blood, and other items of. Okay, okay, Sherlock, buddy. You're a detective. You should not be taking the items that you find and carry them around in your pocket. All right, that's what you shouldn't be doing, because now you're tampering with evidence. He was invited by another suspect, B. Vogel, presumably to obstruct the official's investigation. K. Manchio, the owner of the mansion, the organizer of the satanic party, paid the victim to participate in the ritual, had access to the crime scene. Matisa, Fabio's partner and participant in the ritual. Oh, this is the girl that Sherlock was constantly eyeballing. Tried to escape, resisted arrest. Owned the book with a description of the ritual performed in the altar. Some of the guests are temporarily detained for further questioning. Oh yeah, they sure are detained. They definitely are not chilling in the hallway drinking in front of the police officer's main office. The provider of the ticket has permission to inspect all evidence on case number 62 to 60. Alright, and give me this key. Number 5.
Back on track to solve the case.
Wow, I would have been forever trying to figure this out. Too bad the game didn't necessarily tell me I was supposed to come into this room to find out that's what I'm supposed to do. I had to look it up on the internet. That's a shame. Okay, we saw that. I agree. Yep. We gotta go talk to him, provide the ticket. Come on, Palace. the letter. Okay. Why is it still saying Mind Palace though? None of these connect, game. You just made that. Yeah, you just made that pretty oh, never mind. Is a suspect who should be arrested in question. He had a key which he did not mention in his deposition. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, Santos. He's the one. Yeah. Sounds like he's trying to set Vogel up. He even appears to have been the first person to find the... Exactly. That makes him a perfect suspect. I should tell Constable Oswald in the archives to question him as a suspect. Yes. Yes. I was already saying that. If he can go... If he saw the body... He sounds like he's trying to set up Vogel. You know what? Let me change it to a more appropriate attire because I definitely don't think we should be walking around with this outfit on. Let's go ahead and look like ourselves. Hi, Constable. We need to talk. Provide evidence. Yeah, let's ask him.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
No? Okay.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
Okay. Nope. Okay. Cool. Let's see.
I've nothing to say about this.
I wanted to talk to what's-his-face about this. Let's see. Yes.
Have you considered Mr. Santos Pinchetti as a suspect?
The snitch? Have you seen him? I mean, my breath could knock him down. What's so special about him?
As a major domo, he has keys that open all the rooms, including the one to the crime scene. Could have testified only to circumvent suspicion, don't you think? We need to question him.
Sounds like.
Right. I'll send our men to fetch him. Stay here.
That's if he didn't freaking run off already.
They brought him in, Mr. Holmes. Here's the key to interrogation room number 7. Mr. Pinchetti didn't even resist, our men said.
Thank you.
Yeah, he probably wanted to go do something to the freaking, the crime scene. Let me see. In place in interrogation room 7. Do these rooms have numbers? They do have numbers. Wow, look at you guys stepping up, because I was not paying attention to these numbers. Hi. You look kind of sketchy.
Mr. Pinchetti, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald.
I've already told him everything I know. I'm only a witness. Everything's in my report.
And I've read it. You forgot to mention that you hold the keys to the room where Fabio was found. I need only to find if the crime was intentional.
But I need to return to my duties.
I doubt the house will fall without you, Mr. Pinchetti.
Exactly.
Just be still for a few seconds.
Exactly. Yeah, be still so I can stare at you and judge you. Okay. Repair it multiple times. Oh, my God, Laxter. Oh, my gosh. Poor guy. What do you have in your hand, sir? Nothing? Knuckles look pretty, normal? Oh, don't judge his shoes. Stepped in blood. Why is there blood on your shoes, sir? Huh? Why is there blood? Can I get a look at your behind? Sherlock, you don't ever want to stare at them from behind, do you? Oh, what is this? What happened to your neck, sir? What happened to your neck? Look at it. Or allergy? That's, possible. Very possible. What else do you want me to look at? Colored more than once. Aw. Okay. Has financial difficulties. Financial difficulties. Very clear. Yes, he's a servant. Financial difficulties.
You are the major domo of a rich mansion, and you seem barely able to afford decent clothing. You hide, under heavy makeup, a skin disease that might be treated with more onerous but less harmful means. Do you have money troubles?
I do not have a lot of means. The pay is below what you might expect.
But you could easily change your job if your employer does not meet your elementary needs.
One can change his employer, that is true.
And the blood on your shoe, where does that come from?
I don't actually know. Perhaps from a guest?
You didn't know you stepped in blood? Hi, Majesco. Did you know the victim? Sure.
Did you know Fabio?
Not personally. He was a frequent guest, and cleaning the mess after his performances was tedious. Mr. Manchio always had a role for him, and mainly the leading one. The parties were always Fabio-centric.
And Matista? Was she as popular as her partner?
Don't tell her I said this, but I do not think so. Mr. Manchios hired her only because Fabio refused to work without her. Mr. Manchios used to see her as a worker. She was tasked with entertaining the guests, unlike Fabio, who could pick and choose.
Seems like he didn't let her have choices. I'm doing good. How are you? Can I look in this box, sir? Do you mind? Alright. I'm pretty sure you don't mind. Let me take a look at what you got in here. Got some more keys.
I recognize the key from the altar room among these.
Uh-huh. Yup. He had the key indeed. A small note attached to the will says, Santos, my hopeful slug. You begged me to include you in my... Oh, I'm doing good. I was pretty tired earlier today. Like, super lethargic. It was horrible. Had my green tea. And now I'm in tip-top condition. How are you doing? How was your day? You begged me to include you in my will, so I did. Oh, here's my latest revision of the will. Kirk. The text of the will under the note. Santos Piccini, the major domo of the Mancino's mansion, receives a jar of mustache wax. What? Sounds like old age. Wow, great, Majesco. And a salt lamp that he might always remember his caring employer. Wow, he was a cheapskate. Okay, so he wasn't going to leave you any money. Can we talk about this letter, sir? How did you feel about this? Yeah, how did you feel about this note?
Mr. Manchios says that you begged him to be included in the heritage. Isn't that a little extreme, even for a major domo?
He's not only my employer, he's my uncle.
Oh, that
And I'm
sucks.
his next of kin.
Oh, he
The
left
only
you
one.
a salt
Mr.
lamp?
Manchios flatly refuses to pay a family member. All I have to do is repay his so-called love, cleaning up the filth after perverts and decadents. He's imprisoned me. The best I can hope for is a new broom. That's why I wanted to have my part of the inheritance.
Is it that bad? You have a roof above your head, a salary, and the status of a major domo.
For God's sake. I'm forced to dye and stitch my threadbare clothes, and the holes in my shoes are painful. I'm ashamed every time a guest looks at me closely.
Why do you think your uncle treats you this way?
My mother, my uncle's sister, had me illegitimately.
Oh.
She died, and I was given the surname of one of the maids.
But you are
Wow.
entitled to some of the money that belongs to your family.
He thinks not. I was not responsible for my mother's death. I work hard, and he pays me nothing. I feed on the leftovers. While he wastes our estate's property on decadent parties, he paid Fabio handsomely and showered him with expensive gifts for their disgusting relationship.
So the cufflinks must have come from him. Wow. Okay, so I don't think he's the murderer. Now, if Manchio if he died, then that would give him a motive to do it, to gain some sort of inheritance. But even still, he wasn't in his will, so he's not going to gain anything from that. All right, we already talked. Where is Manchio anyway? Is he anywhere in here? He mocked him. That's so sad. Leaving him almost nothing and taunted him constantly. I would quit. Gave him expensive gifts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Wait. Oh, the cufflink thing isn't in here. There we go. Has been forced to work for Kurt Manchio in the desperate hopes of obtaining heritage, but it hasn't paid off. Ooh, sir, if he ain't gonna do it and he's sitting up there mocking you, there's a chance he's still not gonna do it. Informed the... So he snitched on him. He's trying to get him. Oh, you know what? That's a possibility. He could have tried to frame Manchio, right? To get him put in jail. But then, what would he gain from that, though? What would he gain? He wouldn't gain anything. May have stepped in the blood while discovering the crime scene. Very true. Okay, that can't connect to anything. Just gonna do this for all of them. Why not? At least, what was that? At least John can't judge me for just clicking stuff here like he normally does. 50 deductions. What is this? He missed the blood splatter. failed to notice a blood stain on the side of his shoe while cleaning himself after the murder. He may have stepped in the blood while discovering the crime scene. Okay, we don't have enough evidence to make that claim. Can I talk
Please
to him about
let me
anything
out.
else? No, you can't ask me. I'm the detective. You gotta ask the police. Why are you asking me like I could just let you free? And if that's the case, I might as well let everybody out of jail. The heck?
Continue our investigation while I look for the papers.
No, talk to me about this other stuff, sir. Can I talk to you about this?
Continue our investigation
Okay, you know
while
what?
I look...
Hi, sir. I got that ticket. Wait. Do I have to actually... Let me just see if I can talk to him. Provide evidence. My ticket, sir. Key to interrogation room. Not that.
I'd like to check the evidence from this case.
And who are you?
Oswald sent me. I'm a consulting detective.
Sir, if you don't
His
give me
partner,
evidence...
then? Let me see. Ah, a ritual murder. What a bunch of degenerates. Wait a second. I'll bring it to the table.
You look like you hate everybody, doesn't he? Oh my gosh, look at all this evidence. Okay, let's start with this. This must be Matisa stuff. Look at this purse. No, let's look at this. This is Matisa's for sure. There's 9 pieces of evidence here. The power of love.
That's not for bedtime reading.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not. Can I open it?
That's...
Oh.
This Ex Libris belongs to Manchio's library.
Ex Libris? What? What is that? The police found the occult book in Matisa. I know it was Matisa's bag during the arrest. I felt, see, Sherlock, you're good, because had you been anybody else, she would have tried to seduce you, but Sherlock has a clear head on his shoulder. He's not to be seduced. I swear, you better not let her get to you. Because the way he was eyeballing her the last time, according to the Ex Libris, the tome was taken from Mr. Manchio's collection and contains illustrations and descriptions of a ritual similar to the crime scene. Prepare the naked body of a recently deceased object of interest. Draw symbols of Mars and Venus. Right, we saw that, to enhance the power you possess to use the force of male and female nature. Pierce his heart with a golden dagger to be rid of the blood that does not love you. Pierce his heart with a golden dagger to be rid of the blood that does not love you. So, wait, draw a symbol representing your love while waiting for the resurrection. Recite the charm. Wait. Y'all threw me off with that last part. So, Fabio didn't like whoever did this. They did this sacrificial ritual to try to get him to come around to them, but he died. Yeah, I think that's what happens when you stab somebody in the heart. I don't think they're just gonna get resurrected. Okay.
The book describes a ritual similar to the one performed in the altar room.
Yep. What is this? Is that a tome with freaking hair wrapped around it? What is this?
A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings.
Oh, Matisa is disgusting. Ew.
Her key to the altar room.
Okay, so she had a key too. So Santos had a key, she had a key. Vogel had a key, and then I think we had a key.
All the keys of the mansion on one golden ring.
Whose stuff is this? Manchio's?
It's a miracle this ruby hasn't tempted anyone. A heavily perfumed handkerchief with the initials KM in the corner.
KM? Kurt Manchio. Okay, so this is Manchio's stuff. I'm about to say, what is Kim? No, his name is Kurt. Okay, so that's Manchio's stuff. He had a key, obviously, to all of the rooms. This is his mansion. She had a set. Santos had a set. Vogel had a set, and we had a set. I can see why the police arrested all of us.
An emergency kit for boredom.
What is that? The letter was found in Vogel's evidence box. Is your mind unsound? You can't control your bitterness, not around me anyways. For me, it's too great a risk to ignore the kind of behavior. I can speak and play with anyone I choose. I'm not another Matista. You pay me, but you haven't brought me. What? Who is this from? Of course, I'll keep all of your generous donations, even though they hardly compensate for your last terrible outburst. I'm leaving you, although Matista will still be around. Okay. Wow. So he just got really snippy. He's like, I'm not your toy no more.
Not the time for privacy.
Yeah, Vogel didn't like that. Vogel said nope. Wow.
Werner's personal sketchbook. Thank you, officer.
Can we look at it? Okay. Mind Palace. Okay, this got really confusing really quickly. Yeah, according to Santo Pacini, and by the content of the letter, it may have been addressed to Kirk Manchio. The letter may have been from... Oh, but why was Vogel holding on to it? Oh, so Manchio did have a reason to do it. Why was Vogel... Okay, we gotta go talk to Vogel. Vogel, we got some stuff to talk about, sir. Why are you hiding letters from Manchio? He your friend? Hi, buddy. We're friends, right? You'll be honest with me, right? I will put your butt in a slammer if you don't. No. Yeah, let's talk about this.
I have reason to believe that the intended recipient of the incriminating letter may have been Kurt Manchios.
Well, that makes sense. Too bad I can't remember how I came to possess it. Though I did spend quite some time with Mr. Manchios during the party.
Unfortunately, even with an answer, that may still not be enough to clear you with the police. But fear not, I will persevere.
I hope your attempt to put things straight will make up for...
You being on a bender?
Touché.
Yeah, sir. It's not my fault you was holding on to something like that. You know
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
What about
I'm not supposed to know anything about this.
Okay,
I can't follow you here. I can't follow you here.
No? Okay.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
Oh my gosh, can you not...
I don't think I can tell you anything
so
about this.
He just can't answer me. He can't answer anything.
I can't follow you here.
Okay, provide evidence. Well, there's something else I could talk to him about.
I don't think I can tell you anything
John's
about
gonna
this.
hate me for this, but I don't care.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
Oh, they're still telling me.
I have
Here we
learned
go.
who told the police about the crime. It was Santos Pinchetti.
Do I know him?
The major domo of the manor. He cleans up after you.
Well, then he does his job perfectly. All but invisible.
He cleans
I
up
couldn't
after
tell you the
you.
first thing
Wow.
about him.
Wow, that's the only thing you have to say about him is he cleans up after you. Wow. But he has no idea who the man is. This poor guy was getting completely ignored, even though he's clearly Manchio's... He's Manchio's, what is it? That's his uncle? Imagine that. Wow. All because he's mad at your mother for having you illegitimately. He's like, my social standing is on the line. Hi, sir. Oh yeah, we got some evidence for you now.
This letter proves nothing. Fabio wrote it to Mr. Manchios. It's time to free Mr. Vogel.
Do you really think I'm that naive? I need proof, not words from his friend.
Very well. Mr. Pinchetti told me that Mr. Manchios was lavishing Fabio with expensive and eccentric gifts. The letter mentions rich rewards and attempts to buy Fabio with them. It was written to Mr. Manchios. Who else was showering Fabio with luxuries to buy him? It doesn't fit Mr. Vogel's character.
Look here. We had a deal. Give me the murderer and then take your friend with you. I won't budge otherwise.
Well, fine, but you're just wasting time.
Sherlock was like, okay, whatever.
Continue our investigation.
Okay, so
while
that's
I look
all we
for the
can talk to
papers.
him about. That was great. Oh my gosh. Hi, sir. Oh, are you Manchios? We haven't spoken to you yet. Hang on, wait a minute. I don't think you were there first. Hi, sir. Can I talk to him about anything?
Please let me out.
No, I'm not. Okay. Are you Mr. Manchio? I have so much to talk to
Good
you
day,
about.
Mr. Manchios.
Oh, yeah.
I
Here we
am
go.
Constable Oswald's partner in this investigation.
Be quick and gentle. Some of your colleagues are untrained boors. Although I don't mind meeting young officers. The new blood here.
If you
Ew.
cooperate in finding Fabio's murderer, there will be no need to meet with the Boers again.
That voice. Werner's friend? You're the policeman. What a disappointment.
Only an undercover agent can scour a ditch full of deviants. I am a consulting detective, although I'm capable of replacing the entire department through my consultations.
Sharp-tongued, I like it. May I presume this tongue will get us out of this trouble? I would be so indebted and glad to repay you.
Nothing's
No,
changed.
stop
I'm looking
trying
for the
to pay
murderer.
off everything.
That's the only way to get us out of trouble.
But it shouldn't take much time, correct? We're all busy, after all.
No,
I need to examine you first.
sir. Exactly. That's exactly Sherlock. We're on the same page, sir. I'm starting to understand your mindset. I was like, can we stare at this guy? Let's go ahead and observe him. Yes. Look at you, smug. You killed people before, haven't you? Where's makeups? My guy looks bonkers. You wanna look at his eyeballs? Rash from exposure to hair dye. Oh. You're supposed to test it out on your skin before you apply it, sir. Oh no, this guy is weird. Washed hands in a hurry. Yeah, nah. I mean, he may have used the bathroom. Let's not just jump to assumptions, though. Lavishly expensive. Yeah, hides his age. And wow, maybe. Stickler for cleanliness. He's extremely rich, eccentric, and frivolous. He is the organizer of the parties for Cordona's elite and the owner of the Manchio's mansion. He spends his life in the company of similarly overprivileged people. However, his being social in this manner has made him cautious regarding his health. He uses chemicals and hair dye to clean and help improve himself to the extent that it damages his skin. Ew. He spends his life in the company, wishes to hide his true age. The younger participants of his from the younger participants of this party. He is concerned with aging to the point that he uses makeup and hair dye to look young. Yes. But sir, that's not gonna help your balding though. We're gonna confirm it. Yeah.
You are a little over the top with your use of makeup, Mr. Manchios. Is it so difficult for you to acknowledge your age?
Well, Sherlock, that's easy for you to say to an old man when you look as though you are barely 15.
Yeah,
But still, it shouldn't be an issue for someone of your status.
For people of my age, it isn't an issue, no. But the younger ones can be so afraid of wrinkles and grey flecks. I have to adapt.
Such a methodical man who cares for his body but misses the soap under his fingernails. Are you so impatient, or perhaps even impulsive?
I wouldn't call myself that. Silly little details. If I missed it, it wasn't important. Or rather, it was less important than who or what I was focused on.
Wow. I'd like to know more about the event. Sure.
Mr. Vogel told me a little about your parties, but I would like to know more directly from you.
I'm all yours, Sherlock. You have me arrested and locked here, with you alone.
Oh, sir, I didn't arrest you. The police did. I'm just here to do the investigation. Stop being weird. Why did you invite Vogel? Sure.
Why did you invite Mr. Vogel as your special guest?
He's a pretty fellow. He's capable of surprising the public. He has a talent for saying words that no one else would wish to either say or hear.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
He is a free addition to the eccentricity of the party, which is fine by me, as long as it enhances my party.
Sir, you didn't help your case. You're not helping your case at all by saying that. Whom did you
I'd like to know
invite?
who you usually invite to your parties.
Free minds who are able to leave reality for an evening, who can taste forbidden fruit without prejudice. There is nothing that quite spices up life like these parties, assuming one is old enough and has worked many years for the good of one's country.
Oh, all true laborers, I see.
I like how unjudging you are, Sherlock.
What was Fabio like? His personality, his habits? Anything you can tell me?
He was the brightest star of my parties. Young, magnetic, and full of energy. I don't even want to mention his beauty. Otherwise, I'll be sobbing.
An expensive champion, I imagine.
His performances were flawless. He deserved his payment. Do you think he was murdered because of money?
Possibly. What about the other guests? Were they used to opening their wallets as well?
I wouldn't restrict my guests from anything. I'm sure Fabio received a few coins from others for his services.
Weird. Alright,
I've no idea about that.
okay. Here we go. Let's show
There
me.
is undeniable evidence that you were the original recipient of this letter.
What are you talking about? Is it addressed to me?
Your protégé wanted a fresh start, it seems. This is sufficient to charge you.
Me? Hurt my star? Are you insane that you would accuse me of such a thing?
He did not consider himself as yours. Since you deny everything, let's move on. Do you have any idea as to how the letter could have ended up in Mr. Vogel's pocket?
You were the detective. Perhaps he took it from Fabio. Werner was a little high.
Okay.
Do you recognize this book? Could Matisa have borrowed it from your library?
She didn't ask me. How ungrateful.
The things described in the book were inspiration for the rituals you performed?
Do you really believe that blood, symbols, and incantations can resurrect the dead? They are just eerie tales with a mix of occultism and voodoo. My rituals are a stage to show some of the forbidden pleasures.
Oh no, y'all, I can't tell if this guy is just weird or if he actually killed him.
I've no idea about that.
I've read the letter about your will. A harsh method of ridiculing Santos. I doubt he will use mustache wax when he wears no mustache to begin with.
Where did you get it? Is the slug here? Tell him I shouldn't have to provide for him. He's a grown man who shouldn't sit on his uncle's neck. He conceives himself as my only heir.
And who is he to you?
He's a leech on my aging body. He has only added problems to my life since the death of his mother.
I fail to see why you made him your major domo.
He needed to know his place, so I taught him.
Wow. Wow.
You'd better ask someone else.
You better ask
Do you have
someone
any
else.
idea who tipped off the police to raid your mansion, Mr. Manchio?
Of course. It was you.
Wow.
I could even say you Sherlocked me in
Disgusting.
A good guess, but the wrong one. The
What
fellow
makes
who
you
did
think we
that
did
was
it?
Mr. Pinchetti, your major domo.
here. What? Santos? But how could he even know? If he's not the murderer himself. The ungrateful swine. He has dared to besmirch my reputation.
Not a very eloquent choice of words.
What should I call him then, since he's a snitch? Make him talk, Sherlock. I'm quite certain he knows more about the murder than he has told the police.
You bought an expensive pair of cufflinks for Fabio. Were they his price? Or were they a tip for an exclusive show?
It was pure business. Fabio escorted me a few times. I was merely showing my gratitude.
This pair cost a small fortune. You must be extremely grateful then. Tell me more.
You've thrust a knife in an exposed nerve, Sherlock. Yes, he was my protege and my beacon also. With my experience and his beauty, we could have achieved anything. I had faith in him. I would have made him.
Yeah, that's why you didn't want him leaving. Sir, I'm not stupid. You have a decent enough reason to freaking off this guy. We're not gonna act like I can't tell. They're suspiciously clean. Says he was following his cleaning routine in a hurry. Carefully prepared himself for the depravity. It's like he knew it was gonna happen. I don't know. Either Vogel or Manchio is lying. Has been detained because of Fabio's letter found in his pocket. Or somebody could have framed him. Took the letter himself while under the effects of various substances. That could be possible. Kurt Manchio slipped the letter into Vogel's pocket to make him look like a suspect. Ooh, would he frame his friend? That's crazy if he did. Okay. How is that not connected? It doesn't matter. We're just gonna do it for all of them. Ah, sir.
The air here is rather refreshing. I'd even recommend that some of my friends visit the place.
Do you have anything else to
Please
say?
let me out.
Okay, so I take it we're just making up our mind here. I really think it's what's his face. He has a decent enough reason to out him. He didn't want him leaving. None of them are connecting. Okay, so there's still something. It's still saying Mind Palace though. Can I talk to him again?
Please let me out.
No, not you.
I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party.
Can I talk to Oswald about it?
Continue our invest.
Okay, sir. Not that. Is the murderer, who has worked for his uncle for years in the deep hope of obtaining his heritage. Manchio's hostility and humiliation pushed Pacino to kill Fabio and frame his uncle. Mancino's imprisonment would make Pinchetti, my bad, the only lawful heir. Correct the injustice. The only way for Santos Pinchetti to right his wrongs was to be rid of his monstrous uncle. Pinchetti should be punished for the crime of murder, but he has suffered enough and deserves a No! He snapped. After years of disrespect, Pinchetti devised a plan to be rid of his uncle. However, misery and despair cannot justify murder. Pinchetti is dangerous, and a noose around his neck is all he deserves. Oh my gosh, that is brutal. Okay, let's see if we can get the other one to show up. Yeah, it's not working. It's like they want me to blame the It says I can talk to somebody, but I'm not saying it. Let me see. Talk to the case participant.
Investigation while I look for the papers.
Yeah, who else can I talk to? He won't talk
I
to
can't
me.
wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party.
Oh, accused. No. No, I'm not done yet.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Pinchetti.
We'll
continue later.
You really just want me to just blame it on him, huh?
I know you can untangle this mess.
I don't appreciate this, but I'm about to convict him because at this point.
Are you done yet? Can I leave?
Yeah, let's see. Hold on. Oh, are you Matisa?
I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald. You are Matisa, Fabio's
okay.
friend.
This
Cool.
body. Yes, it's Matista.
This body.
But it's a mere shell that will die someday. Just like Fabio.
What? Condolences, his end was predictable. Don't say that.
Please accept my condolences for your friend.
Thank you.
I'm just here to ask questions and find Fabio's murderer.
It will not bring Fabio back.
Girl, what is on your... No. What's on your neck? No, we're not gonna act like I don't see that. Look at that blood-curdling stare she has. Blood-filled bruises. Was it you? Did you do it? Oh, we gotta, Yeah, nah, because that's fresh. Inks herself. Okay, so she could clearly write those symbols. Nervous, bitten nails. Self-inflicted. Old and healing cuts. Oh my gosh, she's going through some stuff. What is this? Somebody had you chained up? Old and barely visible. What is that? Shackle scars? Did they have you? What the freak? Did you want to be a part of this? Inflicted with the branding iron. Oh no. She knows, doesn't she? He branded her? Oh, Kurt Manchio, this is not looking good for you, buddy. The performer and Fabio's partner has had a difficult life. She was branded, disassociated from her body. Yeah, she literally said this body. And enslaved while still a child. While enslaved, she met Fabio. Hence, there's similar branding. Old scars are the result of her slavery during adolescence. She continues to be haunted by these traumatic experiences. Matisa seems to be pragmatic about her body after years of abuse. She sells herself to the guests who do whatever they want to her. She's not afraid to step out of over the line. Also, Matisa marks her body with ink. Let's see. Hence, there's similar branding. Old scars are a result. She has a genuine interest in mysticism, and she has tattooed her body with occult symbols. She tries to get over her past, and the life of a performer seems to be an opportunity for her to earn money. I'm gonna go with this disassociated from her body, because she said this body, and that kind of already stuck out to me, so hopefully I'm not wrong. What was that glitch you just did? Nah, you dissociating, alright.
You have both old and new scars. Some from the time when you were a slave with Fabio. Other scars have a different origin. The guests pay good money to torment you?
I am skilled in giving pleasure, but I don't participate in such practices.
I thought your body was...
For sale? It's true. Many unwanted things were done to my body. And the pain helped me to discover...
Occult deities? Yes, the tattoo speaks loudly of it.
Yes. Your gods abandoned me, and the ones I favor now are more protective of me.
How did you escape?
Something happened. One night the master fell down the stairs. I made him fall, and he died. We ran away that day. We managed to get on a ship and traveled here, to Gordona. Fabio and I started a new life here. It was very hard at first, but it became better with time. Until today.
Where did you get those bruises? Yeah.
The bruises on your neck are not self-inflicted. Someone else made them.
Some guests can't contain themselves. They even bite, sometimes. I don't know what to say.
Okay, well, I thought you knew about the gifts, girl. Do you know anything about
Nothing
this?
to say.
No? Okay.
This book, The Power of Love, Blood, and Mandrake, what do you hope to achieve?
To learn more about the invisible strengths that govern us. Occultism is real. The master who fell that night when Fabio and I escaped, I made him fall.
Did you
cast
push
a
him?
spell on him and it worked.
Or was it a coincidence?
The universe is rarely so lazy.
If you say so.
He was like, you have your beliefs, I have mine.
Could Fabio have written this letter to Kurt Manchios?
Oh. That could be. I never thought Mr. Manchios could make Fabio that angry, though.
What do you mean?
Ben.
Well, Fabio wanted to disassociate from Mr. Manchios. Clients who are in love are both a blessing and a curse.
But Fabio was here tonight.
Money. In our line of work, we can't afford to turn down clients who pay as well as Kurt Manchios.
Was Fabio afraid of Mr. Manchios?
Not at all. The old toad wouldn't dare to do more than sweet talk and touching. Talk can be forgotten, and touching washed away.
Hey, how are you, Finn?
Do you practice occult rituals?
For protection? For fortune? To wash away the ugliness of the world? Sometimes to survive. I have the gift, and I'm learning to use it better.
Did you use your gift on Fabio?
I only used white magic. Love charms lately. Fabio became so distant. I just wanted him to be with me, but I suppose I'm not as skilled as I thought.
So that's what the hair and stuff was in the thing? Oh, so now... I don't think she did it, though, but it says... Why does it still say investigate? Is there something I'm forgetting? Ben, I'm surprised you're not playing, what's that game called? Not Deviation.
I know you can untangle this mess.
Yeah, leave me alone. Hang on, I didn't miss anything in this room, did I? Why is it still saying search the place? What is this? Do the thing. No, I can't even look at that. Alright, we gotta book them, everybody. We gotta find somebody to book. Who? I don't know, I'm struggling here. Alright. So, but then again, Santos, somebody set it up. Somebody staged the thing. I don't think it's Pinchetti, if I'm being honest. How could he... Okay, because most people, when they spot a body, they don't walk all the way... I mean, I guess he was good to check on him, but then you accidentally step on the blood. I don't think it was him. He didn't have any bruises. He didn't have any... Like, he didn't look like he was cleaning his hands or anything like that. Actually, did he? Where is it? Y'all stopping me from finding out what happened to my mother. I don't got time for y'all nonsense. No, we want... Here we go. He could be desperate enough to try to frame his uncle, though, for money. Is what I'm thinking. The murderer had a key to the room, right? The ritual was a cover. Well, we don't know that. He's a suspect. He had a key, which he did not mention in his deposition. Because why would you hide that, right? I feel like... I don't think Fabio broke Kurt Machino's heart. Maybe Santos knew about their relationship, and so he decided, hey, I'm gonna frame my uncle. But my thing is what do you gain from having him placed behind bars, though? Was afraid of Fabio's growing popularity and ambition. She wanted to keep him with her for as long as possible. In a last-ditch effort, Matisa conducted a love ritual during which she killed Fabio. It's the product of a tormented life. She knows no difference between good and evil. She wanted her love, Fabio, to stay with her always. Matisa deserves help. She needs to be treated and have a chance to get over her past in an asylum. Matisa uses occultism as a way to avenge her miserable life. She stabbed Fabio to keep him close to her. She should be held accountable for her deed. Any judge would give her a death sentence without hesitation. Oh, see, I don't know if she feels that strongly for Fabio, though. They knew each other for a while. She said that if he needed the money, he would show up, right? But then that doesn't explain the whole letter, Vogel having it, picking it up. Okay, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I always do when things seem like it's getting kind of interesting. We'll go ahead and save. And then we're going to see what happens if we plant the murder on her. And let's go talk to her. Because she's the only one that has a connection to the... Hi, John.
I can't go back to prison.
Haha, very funny. Well, let's go see what she has to say for herself. But literally, she's the only one that has ties back to it. Accused.
Matista, you killed Fabio during the ritual.
What? No! I could never.
You conducted the ritual. You tried to get Fabio back.
Fabio was a rising star. Cordona already knew of him, and you were not as popular.
No, I didn't
Your
mean to
duo
do...
was coming to an end.
That.
He would have left you, and you were afraid of that. Since you believe in your gift, you thought you could revive him after death. And that time, he would have stayed with you.
That is not true. I was afraid of him leaving me, but I would never have hurt him.
I believe her.
You knocked out Fabio with a bottle, you locked the door, and placed him on the altar. You cast spells and pushed a blade between his ribs. The blood from his wound was used to draw symbols across his body and the room itself. You wanted to use your gift to resurrect him, but he failed to wake up. So you cleaned yourself up and left the room, realizing the full scale of what you'd done.
That's just wrong. I didn't do it. You didn't see what happened.
Then tell me, what did happen?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh,
You
wait a
weren't
minute.
either.
Hang on now, I forgot.
You were there when Fabio was killed. He fought for his life and inflicted those bruises on your body, but you knocked him out eventually.
I was with the guests all the time. Manchios ordered me.
I can see that life hasn't been kind to you. Since childhood, you have been used and abused. The guests at the Manchios mansion are not that different. And even if you think you are in control, such a life takes a heavy toll regardless. The only good thing you had in your life was Fabio. You were so frightened of losing him that you killed him. I believe your only chance for a normal life is to receive medical help. Psychiatrists will help you.
Others have always decided what my life should be. And you're no different, Mr. Holmes.
That is your only option, Matista. I'm afraid you can't choose.
No. I hate that. It just feels like we're just throwing accusations at her. Absolutely not. There we go. played with Machino's heart and abused his intention for the young performer. When he received yet another rejection, he murdered Fabio and staged a love ritual to avoid suspicion. Now, he did know of the book too, was heartbroken and panicked, and did not mean to kill him. The improvised ritual was a desperate attempt to cover up the crime. A prison sentence should be enough for his harsher punishment and the depth of his love. Manchio has no consideration for the life of others and deserves to be hanged. Now, I don't think you accidentally drag somebody into a room and then clean your hands and then set up the area. You know what? It just sounds kind of weird. No! Switch conclusion. No. I want to see what he has to say. Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to do that. No. I gotta see what he has to say about my accusation. Sir, what do you think of this? Cause it sounds plausible to me. It deals with the letter. Matisa's framing Matisa. He didn't know. I don't think he even thought about Santos in this situation. Cause he was like, "Oh, Santos, sir. I'm accusing you."
The murder of Fabio did not have a ritual purpose, Mr. Manchio. It was staged by a man who wished to distract the investigation.
That might be true. That poor girl Matisa wouldn't dare to kill the only man who cared for her. So, Santos.
Mr. Pinchetti snatched at the chance to solve his problems.
Ungrateful little scum. Will he be executed?
But what for? He informed the police as to the crime, that was all. He couldn't stage the ritual, but he found the body, I believe.
I can't believe it. Why did Werner do it?
So he's literally throwing everybody under the...
He had no reason, and he won't be a scapegoat as you plan. You put Fabio's letter in his pocket when he was intoxicated, didn't you?
You can't be serious.
Your fingernails. Love wasn't mutual.
We can very often deduce someone's life by their shoes or their fingernails. You are a meticulous person, but this murder was fairly traumatic and filthy. After you stabbed Fabio, you were covered in blood. You panicked and neglected to rinse the soap from under your fingernails. The devil is in the details, Mr. Manchio.
Nonsense. I missed it simply because of the busy schedule of the party.
But there's
of course,
blood.
The staged murder was certainly not planned. You're at the twilight of your life. You have no partner, you have no children. You had feelings, however, for one man. That was Fabio. You loved him. That is, you wished to own him.
He did brand
with
him.
Money and gifts. But he was also a free mind, was he not? He turned his back on you. Quite unjust. Love, so cruel and painful, and Fabio, with his words and deeds, made you feel the more wretched. So you killed him.
You must surely perceive that my sensitive nature wouldn't allow me to hurt anyone.
You staged the murder as a satanic ritual. It was easy for you, since you were the one who wrote the scenarios for the parties. It was your way of avoiding suspicion. A respectable man in his 60s...
Early 60s.
Who hosts the cream of Cordona society cannot possibly be a murderer. But the guests who behave like animals in his mansion, of course, one of them could have killed Fabio.
I did oversee a few of the rituals, but I did not stage Fabio's death.
It was a premeditated murder. It was a crime of passion.
Fabio played with your feelings. That was painful to realize. You spent so much time and effort to be with Fabio, but he didn't respond in the way that you would have liked. You wanted to be loved, but Fabio shattered your dreams. In the smoking lounge, he teased and mocked you. He wanted you to suffer by offering himself to others. The deception was unbearable. You were passionate, and so you struck him. Once you understood your mistake, it was too late. You were afraid, so you staged the ritual. With such a story, you might be sentenced to a few years. It might clean your conscience, and soon the case will be forgotten.
No. No.
This is my decision. I'll talk to Constable Oswald to see what I can do.
That seems very plausible. I kind of want to see what Santos has to say. I would not be like, oh, how do I... Is he just going to take me over to him? Yeah, let me go see what you gotta say. I'm feeling, I kind of like that one for Manchinos. I know I shouldn't be choosing which, who's the little background I like to see the most, but that one seems more plausible to me. But let's see what Santos has to say here. Sir, if you killed him for absolutely... What's crazy is this guy immediately started going over all the names of the people that could have possibly just did it. He's like, was it Vernal? Whatever his name is, Vogel? Santos? Batista? Like, it sounds like you wanted to try to set somebody up. Accused.
I know who killed Fabio.
So I'm free to go, sir?
Quite the opposite. I think it was you, Mr. Pinchetti.
That is not possible.
Allow me to explain.
Yeah, you wanted to frame Kurt. Blood on your shoes. You staged a ritual. You wanted to frame Kurt.
The blood on your shoe tells me that you were with
mention the
Fabio.
keys.
You stabbed him with the dagger while he was still alive. You drew a sigil on him. There was a great deal of blood. You needed to remove it. Blood is almost like glue. It sticks to everything, dries quickly, and is quite visible. But you know how to handle stains. You are Kurt Manchios' major domo. However, despite your best efforts, you missed a spot.
It doesn't make sense, sir. I was never there. I am convinced there's a reasonable explanation.
What about the keys, though?
You wanted to be rid of your dear uncle. I myself barely know him and already find him intolerable. You've worked for him for years. Santos, do this. Santos, do that. He doesn't pay you. He doesn't recognize your work. He doesn't see you as family. But you thought that heritage might
that's
be yours.
A good enough reason for him
Instead,
to kill
all you'll
Manchio,
ever receive is mustache wax. It is painful to witness such a situation. I cannot imagine how it must be for you. So, you decided to frame your uncle. Put the blame for Fabio's murder on him. That way, the heritage is yours, and you are free of it.
Half of what you say is true. I'm in pain. I have had a hard time with my uncle, but I'm not a murderer. I can't even stand up to my uncle. How could I have killed Fabio? He did nothing to me.
He was a source of your troubles too, though. Especially since Mr. Manchios treated him like a...
Wow.
You staged this decadent ritual so you would not be
though.
suspected. After a short fight, you knocked Fabio unconscious. You locked the door and dragged the body to the altar. You wanted to set up someone acquainted with this masquerade.
I don't have the nerve to kill or stage a murder. I can't even leave my uncle's house.
No.
Your
no,
uncle
I definitely
is
think
a
it's his
cruel
uncle.
Man. He used everyone around him to his advantage. I don't believe he even truly loved Fabio. You knew very little love, support, or care from him. You lost your mind, Santos. And innocent people were hurt. I can't allow you to go free, but I can try to help you. I can provide my findings to the police. Decadence and perversity might poison anyone around.
I don't know what to say.
This poor
I can't
guy.
breathe.
Oh.
I need to go outside.
Unfortunately, you can't.
Wow. See, this thing, that sucked. No, it's definitely what's his face. I mean, he branded them. Like, that's bizarre. They still out there drinking in the police station. Alright, sir, I for sure know it's you.
The murder of Fabio did not have a ritual purpose, Mr. Manchios. It was staged by a man who wished to distract the investigation.
That might be true. That poor girl Matisa wouldn't dare to kill the only man who cared for her. So, Santos.
Mr. Pinchetti snatched at the chance to solve his problems.
Ungrateful little scum. Will he be executed?
But what for? He informed the police as to the crime, that was all. He couldn't stage the ritual, but he found the body, I believe.
I can't believe it. Why did Werner do it?
Look at him.
Mr.
He's
Werner.
like, he tried to
He
frame
had no
everybody.
reason, and he won't be a scapegoat as you plan. You put Fabio's letter in his pocket when he was intoxicated, didn't you?
You can't be serious.
Okay.
We can very often deduce someone's life by their shoes.
Can I just skip this?
Or their fingernails. You are a... You're at the twilight of your life.
Do I imprison him?
You staged the murder as a satanic ritual. It was easy for you, since you were the one who wrote the scenarios for the parties. It was your way of avoiding suspicion. A respectable man in his 60s...
Early 60s.
Who hosts the cream of Cordona's society cannot possibly be a murderer. But the guests who behave like animals in his mansion, of course, one of them could have killed Fabio.
I did oversee a few of the rituals, but I did not stage Fabio's death.
It was premeditated.
The young performer played with your emotions. That was painful to realize. You spent so much time and effort to be with Fabio, but he didn't respond in the way you would have liked. You wanted to be loved, but Fabio shattered your dreams. In the smoking lounge, he teased and mocked.
Yeah, because he didn't mention
wanted
the smoking
you to
lounge to
suffer
anybody
by
else.
offering himself to others. The deception was unbearable. You struck him, and then you staged the ritual. You planted the letter in Vogel's pocket
So he just said
and
the same thing
attempted
regardless
to
of what
set
I
up
choose.
Matisa.
What poppycock? Sherlock, stop this game now.
There is no stop word, Mr. Manchios. Relax and enjoy it. I'll pass the remainder of this case to Constable Oswald. He'll know what to do with you.
Oh, snaps. I like that. There you go. No, it's definitely you. Because we did all that investigation in that one room. He didn't mention anybody else being in that lounge room but you, sir. So we're gonna go ahead and go report this to Oswald. Oswald, we got our guy.
I have a name for you. Kurt Manchios.
Is that so? The master of the Sabbath?
The man himself. Mr. Manchios couldn't stand to lose control over his lover. A deadly revenge that deserves a proper sentence. I have all the evidence to charge him.
A degenerate and a murderer. I'll make a name thanks to that for sure. As for my part, not everything was in place. Perhaps some documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put the lost papers or the badly labelled ones. Including the crime scene report of Violet Holmes's
yes,
case.
we gotta see this.
Everything I've found is on the desk here. Take it.
Your persistence has saved me.
Yeah, well, we had a deal after all. Your friend is free then. You can leave.
Good luck, Constable.
Ish, give me my coins. Found a copy of the missing report on my mother's death. He left it on the table in the police archives. Can't be. Ish. Okay, officers arrived to find the deceased identified as Miss Violet Holmes lying in the garden of Stonewood Manor. Visual inspection showed the victim to be thoroughly soaked with a deep vertical incision 2 inches in length down her throat. Whoa! Her face was swollen and covered in red blotches, likely cause of death, hypoxia. Awaiting confirmation from medical examiners. So somebody drowned her? And then what? Main suspect Otto Richard, who was arrested on the scene. The body was sent for autopsy. So he was there. He found her? Oh gosh, here we go.
Garden. There's a garden behind our manor. How could I forget? That's where it all happened, where it all went wrong.
Oh, you did it, Sherlock. The case is closed and all rewards belong to the winner. Bravo.
You're not even surprised
It
your
is
friend
merely
got
the
taken away?
triumph of the truth.
Is it? No compromises? No lies? You're happy with your decisions?
I couldn't frame you. It is what it, yeah.
It was the best decision I could obtain. The truth must be told in the way it is most acceptable.
You're making progress, Sherlock. I was right to believe in you. By the way, did you get that precious information about your mother? Oh, not that you must.
Yes, I did.
Forgive my intrusion in such a personal matter. I simply worry I'm failing to be of much help to you.
Actually, you were. For some reason, all the archives on the case had disappeared. This was a rare opportunity to obtain the impossible.
Outrageous. Perhaps someone found the truth unpleasant. Society usually rejects those who speak with too much honesty, doesn't it?
A comfortable lie is often preferred to an uncomfortable truth. Still, I believe that the latter should prevail, and I cannot remain silent.
That's quixotism at its best. Your mere truth cannot defeat institutions, systems, and power. Etiquette, religion, marriage, they're all lies told to preserve connections, love, and sanity. And it's all corruptible.
Lies destroy human dignity. How could you make a free decision without any knowledge of the truth?
Are we really free to decide anything in this world, Sherlock?
Oh, snap. Spare me the lecture. I am not entirely free.
I get enough obnoxious pontification from my brother, so please, spare me your lecture.
Forgive my love for moral philosophy. I know I tend to ramble. You're a walking contradiction, Sherlock. You refuse to lie to others, but constantly lie to yourself. How long until the train comes off the track? I cannot look away, but perhaps I should take a few steps back. You're an accident waiting to happen, dear. Until then, I shall bid you adieu.
Sir, I just got you off the hook. Why are you talking to me like this? Hold on, you guys. Hang on. Who is this guy anyways? Stuff to copy or to report. Been to the teas. We brought tea. She drowned. My mother drowned. Her throat wound could either be a final humiliation by her killer or a desperate attempt to save her. That could be possible. They could have. What is the thing? No, that wouldn't make sense. The slit on my mother's throat was an attempted tracheotomy. It makes no sense to do this if she was drowning. Hid the truth about the death of our mother and lied when he told me that she died of tuberculosis. I don't think I can connect any of these, right? No. Okay, so we still need more information. No, we're not going there because we got some more cases to do. A sailor was found drowned on the beach of the cemetery. People are talking about sirens. Oh, I want more Sherlock cases. People are talking about a man who was killed in the old ruins of southwestern side of Grand Surrey. Apparently, both his eyes were shot out. Oh, that sounds much more interesting than the other thing I was about to do. Blindsided. Alright, let's go find out what's going on to this guy over here. Had both of his eyeballs shot out. Poor guy. Kinda dark. But we love ourselves a good old murder mystery. I hope I'm going the right way.
Good day,
Hi,
sir.
sir.
Merhaba. Good day to be alive.
And by extension, a poor day to take a bullet.
What happened here? What are you doing here?
Do you know what happened here?
Officer said there was a duel, shots fired, and then that fellow took his last breath.
Boo, that sounds
Reminds
boring.
me of last year.
So the inspectors have been and gone?
Of course. Police don't let an undertaker do his work before they finish theirs.
Do you know who was killed?
Who died?
Oh, no, mister. It is not my place to say.
Not your place. Nonsense. As you say, he won't mind.
Death with dignity, that's all we can hope for, sir. He doesn't need his name out there.
What happened last year?
You mentioned a previous incident.
It was in the old city ruins. I remember the deceased was very rich. Front page news, very, very rich he was.
Okay.
But a coin makes a poor shield, as I always say. And who needs it when a view like this is free?
Why are you just standing there?
I came to take the deceased to the cemetery, but caught sight of Mother Nature's bounty.
Yeah,
and
I
had
see your
to
wagon
drink
over
my
there.
fill. He won't mind anyway. Let me tell you, friend. Sweet sea air, the calming whisper of the waves. It's a salve for all ills.
Okay,
We're
bye. Ha! Just we're done and that's it, really? Well, let me take a look at you, sir. A Zulu Undertaker, despising. He's a coffee lover, as I am, as well. Which I think I might just make myself a cup because I am feeling the tired. I do want to play some, literally want to play some, Story of Seasons. Just to freshen myself up for tomorrow. Oh, is this it? Yeah, here we go. We, the undersigned, hereby declare that this duel shall be subject to and bound by the Blind Dueling Club's strict code of honor. May the winner be crowned blind champion. Signed EBS and JD. Witnessed by HFVC honorable referee And head of the blind dueling club. Oh, okay. This sounds like, okay. The fact that people actually used to do this is kind of crazy to me. Mandatory blind dueling club. Number 1, do not talk about the blind dueling club. 2, you're missing an opportunity to practice your shooting skill. And 3, do not shed blood at duels or other club meetings.
Gosh, how exciting. I always wanted to be a member of a club. I bet you couldn't join. No good at following orders, are you, Sherry?
Ah, the contest then. I shall prove my blind devotion, so to speak, to their inane rules, and you shall eat your words.
Stop talking to your... What do you want to do now? I don't feel like doing this. Fulfill the 3 blind dueling club rules before finishing the case. Ah, crap. What was the rules? Do not talk about the blind dueling club. Never miss an opportunity to practice your shooting skill. How? Do not shed blood at the duel or other club meetings. Okay. So, in other words, they don't want me to. You don't want me to kill anybody when
Blank cartridges filled with red wax-covered gelatin bullets, most assuredly non-lethal, if rather theatrical on impact. A case for dueling Webley revolvers.
So, how did the guy die then? John, what the heck are you doing?
This man is no more. He's ceased to be. He's expired and gone to meet his maker. He's a stiff. Bereft of life, he rests in peace. You know the rest. You know what?
Dark.
That Undertaker has a point.
What's this weird thing you're doing?
It is beautiful here.
What's that weird thing you're doing with your body every time you move? I didn't know his body was still here. Jeez.
A blindfold, discarded or lost. The duelist eventually reloaded his gun, but all the cartridges were filled with red non-lethal rounds.
Okay. So does that mean the other guy actually had real bullets? Kind of messed up if he did. He was like, oh snaps, I don't even have real bullets, it's not fair. Can you please? There we go. I was supposed to part 1.
Your opponent was behind you.
Your opponent was behind you. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Oh! He still has his blindfolds on. So his opponent took off theirs. Oh, they cheated. Oh, that's messed up. There's no honor in this. If there's anything I learned from Ghost of Tsushima, there's no honor in that. Bang.
Blank cartridges filled with a wax-covered gelatin bullet. Effectively harmless, even at close range, but leaves a nice red splash on impact.
Oh, so he tried shooting him with the stuff. That's why the bullets are over there, but there's nothing.
A Webley top-break revolver.
He thought they were just playing the game. Poor guy.
A key for a birdcage? I'll take it.
Yeah, maybe you should stop taking things off of John. The freak. Yeah, I don't know, Knight. I don't know why you're so close. Stop, John!
Predictably, the rumors were exaggerated. The blindfold is intact, with both eyes unharmed. The bullet entered the heart at an angle, implying it was fired from an elevated position. He died instantly.
Wait, so why was the person he was facing... Stop, John. Why was the guy he was facing up there? What? He still had his blindfold on. The poor guy was blindfolded while his opponent was not. That's kind of messed up. Okay, whose jacket is this? A duelist suit. Oh, okay. It is a bird engraved on it, okay. What were you looking at, sir? What was he looking at up there? Yeah, that's a little bizarre. Why was his opponent up here?
Red stains, relatively fresh.
So he shot his thing. He shot his gun up this way. Oh, he should have just took the blindfold off. Oh, let me guess. You got real bullets, don't you?
One chamber is empty, the others are filled with live rounds.
Yep. Come on, look at it.
One chamber is...
Okay.
An Amat revolver, .42 caliber.
Real bullets. Okay, so they say do the thing, but then don't shed any blood. Was that it? Wait. Okay. So he was standing here. Oh no. Oh, okay. I think I understand what's happening here. Okay. They were dueling, right? Maybe this guy heard somebody up there and was taking shots at him. But then, why would he shoot? Maybe he knew he heard the shot go off, right? He heard the shot go off because he shot at this guy right here. He wasn't intending to shoot whoever was standing here. The guy took off his blindfold and maybe the guy hightailed it out of here. What is up here? Is there any way out of here from here? Whoever was spectating was the one that shot this guy over here. That's the only thing that could make sense. Did it say... It's still white, so there's something else still here. Yeah, let's try to... Actually, I kind of want to go investigate. Let's go look into this thing really quick. The front page of the local gazette. Okay, so we have to go to the Chronicle. No, I want to read about this first before I even do that, because he might be like, I come to a conclusion, and John would be like, that's not right. Hello, ma'am. How you doing?
I wish to be alone.
All right, we told you about your husband. I don't know if we should have told her, but we did. Maybe a commoner. Okay, tragic incident. He said a commoner. He has money. The young heir to one of Cordona's richest families has died in a blind duel. During a curious incident, the victim, who cannot be named until all of his family are informed, stepped in the wrong direction, falling off the cliff to his death. The survivors wait, what? Stepped in the wrong direction, falling off the cliff to his death. The survivors have expressed their deepest regrets and sworn to never duel again. So he was turned the wrong way just like the other guy was. What? So there was also a similar incident where there was a duelist and they were turned the wrong way. That is pretty bizarre. Okay, we still got something to look for over here. I'm so confused. Maybe let's see what happens if we do this really quick. Maybe it won't be over with because we haven't investigated anybody to frame for the crime. Yes. Those are the only two options, right? Yeah. Nope. Guy definitely took off his blindfolds. He was definitely facing the wrong... Yep. What the freak is going on over here? Okay, yep. No. Who is this? Now if I validate this, wait, exit really quick. Because if I validate that, will it not let me use the key? What can I use the key on? Will you stop that, John? You want me to put this on? Oh, we look snazzy. Look at us. Oh, we look like we're... Oh, wait. Okay, so is this... Let me go ahead and save, because I'm afraid that if I make this decision, it's going to be like, yeah, no, you can't go back. So he took his own gun.
The victim was killed by someone up on the wall. It may have been the referee who took advantage of the duelists while they were blindfolded. This seems plausible, but I must consider all options. What if there was another person here?
Yeah. Oh wait, so there's another note that shows up? Hang on. Apparently there's another note. Let's see. I'm not gonna read the whole thing if I can help it. There's another node. It says... Is it? I didn't look. I just assumed they tried to make me do it. Oh, it is. Oh. So he dropped it.
The victim was killed by someone up on the wall. There may have been someone else here, a fourth person waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Wow, that's all I needed to do. Okay, I didn't know new nodes were there, okay? I didn't know, game. Thank you. Alright. 3-man game here for a duel. One of them was a referee. Both duelists were willingly blindfolded and used non-lethal weapons. During the duel, the victim was shot by an unknown killer who was standing behind the wall of the ruin. The killer could either be the referee or someone else entirely. It's definitely somebody else. Let's go ask the guy that's down there. He said he's not going to speak of the guy that's dead, so I don't know if he knows who he is, but we look slick. Look at us with our black hair and our black... Oh my gosh, you look snazzy. A little too bright for me, but you still look snazzy. It brings out your hair, sir.
Sometimes I think beauty can blind you, or you can be blind to beauty, you know? Did he see it all around him, do you think, before he covered his eyes and drew his pistol?
Yeah, enough talking. Let's get to the point. Exactly. No, don't bring this up. It says you don't talk about it.
Can we please leave the nattering behind?
Oh, friend, relax. Life's too short to be short with people.
Yeah, first rule. Satisfied. Never miss an opportunity to practice your shooting skills, and do not shed blood at duels or other club meetings. Got it.
There is more to this case than meets the eye. The victim fell not to his duel opponent, but a hidden marksman in the ruins. Abandon your oversimplistic ideals and tell me the name of the deceased so his killer can be caught.
Ah, that is wrong, to be sure. Okay, the man's name was Eric von Staub. I heard the officers say that he lived in Scaladio.
At last. You may return to your vacant stare.
The killer was yep. Alright. So next one is the victim's name is Eric von what? He is somewhere in Scaladio, okay? Hi girl.
Have you found anything helpful?
Ain't Sherlock looking, ain't he looking spiffy with his bright yellow cockatoo freaking thing? Hey, sniper. How have you been? I've been good, thank you. How are you? Alright, how am I supposed to find this guy? Scaladio. Okay, good, thank you. You keep changing your name. You definitely keep changing your name. Let's go this, and then...
Are you able to help me?
Don't be angry, sir, but I truly don't know. Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Good day, miss. I regret to disturb you at this tragic time, but could you spare a moment?
Oh, officer. I've been waiting. Is his body still in that horrible place?
A horrible place? I should introduce you to the Undertaker. But first, you and I shall get to know one another. I am Officer Holmes. I take it you are Magda von Staub, the sister of the deceased?
Oh, pardon me. Yes, I am.
My deepest condolences, Miss von Staub. Your brother's body will be returned to you shortly, as I believe the case will soon be closed. Nevertheless, there remain some formalities requiring attention. May I ask you a few questions?
Oh, if you must. But I'm unsure if I will be of much help.
Forgive my intrusion, but I must inquire about your bruises. Did you take a tumble?
Oh, I have a weak disposition. It's not so bad, but my skin marks more easily than a peach. It's the least of my sorrows.
Do you know if Mr. von Staub had any enemies? Someone that may have sought to do him harm?
Enemies? I don't know. He and I did not discuss such matters, and he was rarely called upon by visitors. My brother's only guests were his friendly contests, but I was not allowed to participate. I merely heard it all from my room.
Contests?
Eric would practice shooting on the patio, and occasionally friends would join him, but I couldn't tell you if they ever argued.
Where were you when your brother died, Miss von Staub?
I was here painting Eric's portrait. My God, you could have asked the servants.
Alas, I needed to hear it from your lips. May I take a look at Mr. von Staub's room? His personal effects may prove invaluable in our understanding of the case.
Please do. Here's the key.
It appears the parents are dearly missed. Our beloved parents, 1875, Baden-Baden. Rest in peace. Only German composers feature here.
Look at those vases, Sherry. Bet they cost a fortune. It would be a shame if someone broke them. Oh, I love it when you're reckless. Were those Limoges porcelain?
You have a keen eye.
Well, I suppose it's yours. Next time, shoot with the blindfold.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
An ointment by a Dr. Herbert with a lavender and pine scent. Excellent score. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. A sad home for a young woman. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. A sad home for a young woman. A handsome portrait of Eric. Miss von Staub does have talent. The black paint looks thick. It's been mixed with something. The rounds have been emptied. The end and the beginning. She covered the locked windows with paintings. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. A sad home for a young woman. A wealthy man in his 60s. Sir Barnaby Boddington, 1879. Club headquarters, 190th anniversary celebration. A typical crest for a league or a guild. this whip is well loved and well used.
I beg your pardon?
There is an unfinished portrait of your brother in your room. Beautiful to be sure, but one detail drew my attention. Why did you add gunpowder to your black paint?
You entered my room? I thought you were only inspecting Eric's.
It is standard procedure, Miss von Staub. Now, tell me about the gunpowder.
Eric's art was his shooting, and this painting is my tribute to him. It felt appropriate. We're both artists in different ways. I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't follow.
It seems you and Mr. Boddington were to be engaged. Were you as thrilled at the prospect as your brother?
Mr. Boddington is not how I had imagined my husband. But it was Eric's choice. I didn't dare dispute it.
One of the revolver cases in your brother's room is missing. Do you know where it may be?
I'm not permitted in Eric's quarters. I suppose he must have taken it with him.
I found burnt letters in your brother's room. I believe they were addressed to you.
To me? From whom?
They appear to be from some of your suitors. Why did you burn them?
I didn't. I didn't even know about them. Eric, he never said a word. Oh, please, let me mourn my brother.
Fortunately, it is already getting kind of cold. Wait, this isn't it. Hi, ma'am, can you help me here?
Could you help me?
I'd tell you if I knew, but unfortunately, I don't.
Nice to see you.
Okay. So she said soul roll. On Baskerville Street. So it's on Baskerville Street. Oh, wait. I wish I can get the description so I didn't have to come here. There we go. Gentlemen, I'm an exclusive member. Thank you very much. Hi, may I go in?
Please come in, sir. The gentlemen are waiting for you on the training ground.
Oh,
Down the stairs.
no. Oh no, okay, this is the part where I can't accidentally shoot anybody. I'm not gonna... It doesn't matter. Johnson's gonna be disappointed in me. Alright, let's go ahead and scoop about. John, what the heck are you doing?
Fancy. Not every manor has a custom floor.
Why
That
can
is
I
the
hear
von
your echo?
Kramkress, the old Prussian noble family. They must be patrons of the club.
Sherlock, you're so smart. He just knows everything. Why is your voice echoing if you're my
The
imaginary
floor
friend?
is so smooth and slippery. I wonder if I could skate on it.
Poor guy, he wants to be real so bad. He says, I want to be Pinocchio. Anything out here? Oh yeah, here we go. Look at it. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, it's a Lamette revolver. Oh, so it's 2 Lamette revolvers. So this one's missing as well. Who is this? This is probably the guy who oversaw the wait a minute. Oh, I gotta keep up with the names. Cause there was 2 different names in the thing, I think. Here we go. So we have EVS and JD. Can I look at this again? No. Is this... No. None of these names are looking familiar. HFVC. HFVC. He doesn't have that name. Well, wait. Okay, yes. Okay, so he was the guy that was overseeing. Why wouldn't it let me do that before? Okay, so this is him. And then who signed it? EVS and JD. None of these guys. Alright, so... he was the one overlooking the duel. The guest book with messages from many reputable visitors to the club. An invigorating visit that reaffirmed the need to preserve German tradition across the world. Frederick Wilhelm, Crown Prince of Prussia. Okay, I was honored to meet the head of the club. So this is the guy that's in the picture that's to our right. This is such a good job for our city. Long live the German-British friendship. Sir William Sinclair. There's too many names. That's you, right? Wait, no. No, is it? Yeah, it is him. Okay. That is him, right? Okay, the names are way too long. Alrighty. What else do we have in here? Anything else? Oh, what's this? No one's
How
here.
often do you think they check the submission box? My application deserves prompt consideration.
John, stop. Alright, stop. Nobody's here. We just walk right in. Start looking around, looking at stuff. Oh, that looks like it might be some good stuff in there. Bathroom. Wow, this bathroom is such an open bathroom with this tiny itty bitty sink. Can I go in here? No. Okay, I don't want to go into the basement just yet. Oh, it's locked. So that's for the president? Okay. Do not shed blood at duels or at other club meetings. Right. That's what we saw. So we gotta make sure we don't accidentally shoot somebody. It's kind of hard though. Oh gosh. Okay, they're probably down here. No, they're throwing me right in. Okay, I gotta be really careful here. Y'all can't kill me though, right?
Shake a leg. Get him.
Can you get from back there? Sir, you... Ah! How the frick did you just do that behind the thing? You can't...
He's all yours now. Go for it.
No, he's not. You're lying to me. No, we can't be getting shot at by both of them. That's not fair. What else do you got on you? Nothing? Imagine doing that to yourself, though. You did this to yourself. I ain't even do that.
I'm coming for you.
No! Y'all, come on now. Y'all doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Oh, he's walking up! Shoot the thing! Shoot the thing! Why are you closing? Ah! Oh my gosh! Go! Run!
I'm coming for you.
God, go, 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 go. They're crazy. They're crazy.
Take a rest, my friend.
Like,
the snuff's ready.
Gosh, please. Sir, get snuff. Oh, he's not even reacting.
Weaken him first.
He's not even reacting.
I'm coming.
What do you have? Oh, what? What? What's shooting me? Oh, you. Oh, no. Please stop. He got good aim.
Get ready for some pain.
Oh, you got a thing on your back. No. Oh. Go, 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 Sherlock. Oh. How do I get behind this guy? Okay, I gotta get the guy with the shotgun. No! No! Oh, God. Sir. I'm trying not to kill you, okay? I am trying so hard not to kill you, making it almost impossible. Oh, go, 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 go.
Too simple.
Give him the
please.
pepper snuff.
Nice. Snuff. No! No! Use the snuff! Why didn't it work the first time? I did it. But why
Take a
didn't it
rest,
work
my
the
friend.
first time? My guy, he dusted off that baby powder like it was nothing. He didn't even care.
I
threw
must
it.
say, Sherry, that was near perfect. Could it
took
be that
near.
you're not completely hopeless?
I will take a. Say something else. I would take another one. You still talking? Was that a rat? What was that? That was a rat. It just ran. Like, it ran straight into the wall. Okay, is there anything in here I can investigate? Third rule has been satisfied. See, we're following protocol. Anything in here? Oh, here we go. First telegram, can't come. I fear for my life. Must leave Cordona at once. Sorry, be careful, Dorfman. Second telegraph, those blasted anarchists are everywhere. It's their fault. I shall come to our emergency assembly at once, and I'll bring my gunmen. I'll be there. Alas, poor von Staub. What a loss. Who was it? The English left-handed duelist?
Two glasses with dregs of alcohol. Should I pour us a drink, John? A nice apricot aroma. Marillan schnapps, I presume. Half full. Glass crushed underfoot with damp traces still visible.
Oh, snap. No. Must be nice to be able to do that. Another club member was here. Oh. Are we still following his scent, or are we just... Okay, we're just going for it.
Who the devil are you?
Oh,
I won't
buddy.
go down without a fight.
Sherlock Holmes. And if I wanted a fight, you would already be on the floor. Fortunately for you, I'm merely here to ask a few questions.
Is that so? Well, come on, pretty boy. How about I fix that nose of yours? Give it a bit more character.
Enough. Your compatriots attacked me and I responded. They still have their lives, unlike Mr. von Staub.
True. At least you are not a murderer. Fine, you may speak.
Oh, he respects us because we didn't hurt anybody. Hold on, let me take a look at you. We always gotta stare and assess what we're getting ourselves into, because Sherlock just don't play that. Sherlock always has to look you up and down. Look at your knuckles. He want to look at your eyeballs, look at your blotchy skin. He gotta see it all, and then come to a thorough assessment as to who he thinks you are on clever assumptions. Y'all don't pay attention this late. Not gonna make no sense. Poor sight. What happened to your eyeballs? You've been rubbing your eyes too much, so that can't be good. Champion badge. Best shooter in the club. Well, I'm glad we didn't have to face you. Oh, you killed them, didn't you? Oh. Possibly blood. No, that's not. No, that's not, because it didn't penetrate the suit. That's that red stuff. And the guy was shooting at the thing. Oh, you did it. You did it, didn't you? The question is, Von Cram. There's something going on here. Why would he feel the need to take him out from the old ruins? Yeah. Yeah, he was knelt down on the ground on that particular leg. Possible suspect, a valuable witness. No, you're definitely a suspect. Wait, but he has poor eyesight. A class eye. Would he be able to shoot him from there? It says he's the best shooter in the club, but he has poor eyesight. He has a splatter on his sleeve. We know that the guy shot at the wall and suffers from poor sight. Though he conceals it well, he turned his disability into his strength by becoming the Blind Shooter Club champion. Ah. Because whoever it was, they were shooting... Possible suspect. I'm sorry, sir. I'm going on my gut here because they were shooting at you. You actually had a loaded weapon, unless it was the guy.
So
He's still
you are
suspect,
Mr.
though.
Von Kram, one of the club's best shots, the referee of the deadly duel, and the prime suspect of the case.
Heinrich Fergen von Kram, but you're incorrect. I am the best shot at the club, and I had nothing to do with Erich's death.
Your clothes tell a different story. The dirt on your trousers confirms your presence in the old ruins, and the red stain on your jacket is from the wax-covered gelatin your club uses for non-lethal rounds. I suspect you took a hit from the other duelist after Mr. von Staub was shot dead. A better shooter would have avoided it.
I am innocent, but if you persist in your slander, that may well change.
Fine. Answer my questions and prove me wrong. Otherwise, I shall simply inform the authorities we have our man.
First violence, now blackmail. Ah, well, I have nothing to hide. First violence, now blackmail.
So suspicious you just glitched and said the same thing twice. What happened in the ruins?
So, what
Wait,
transpired
so he's the one
in the
that
old
was...
ruins?
Everything began as normal. The signatures, choice of weapons. I checked it
Oh, it's
all,
this
and
guy.
then blindfolded the duelists. Erich stood to my left, and his opponent, Mr. Dorfman, to my right. Before they could begin, the killer fired. And I'm sure it was not Dorfman.
Why are you so sure?
The sound was different. Not a Webley revolver. And further away.
Hang on,
The
I feel
killer
kind of
must be an
bad. This is the
excellent
wrong...
shot to
I
hit
wasn't
the
paying
heart.
attention to his name. This is the guy that was, that witnessed the, thing. I kind of want to skip this, but I didn't save. Did I? Did you see anyone?
Did you or the other duelist see the murderer?
No. The killer slipped away into the hills, so we turned our attention to Erich. Rest his soul.
This guy. This
And
is the
neither
guy.
of
No,
you
no, no.
pursued the culprit?
I will not have my character impugned. We had only blank cartridges and a fallen friend at our feet. He was our focus.
You said the killer was an excellent shot. Do you suspect someone from the club?
Definitely not. No one from the club would break our rules.
What transpired after the shooting?
I heard Erich cry out and fall. Mr. Dorfman turned and fired at the killer, but I shouted at him to stop and help. I tried to save Erich, but it was too late.
I'm really not paying attention to
He
him
was
because
gone.
I am going to reload. Leave.
I need to be elsewhere.
Yeah, he's definitely a witness. I wasn't paying attention to his name. I kind of stepped away. My bad, you guys. I wasn't paying attention to... Okay, we're here. Oh, I missed all this
The
stuff in
same
here.
ingredient was used in the dueling revolver's ammunition.
Whoops, so I'm kind of glad I came back here. The club was founded in 1689 by August von Kram after a notorious bet. He had to kill 22 ducks on a moonless night in order to win the attentions of the beautiful lady Hedwig. Unfortunately, the night was too dark, and he killed 2 innocent wanderers instead. Whoa, how do you mistake 2 real people for 2 fake ducks? After losing both the bet and his beloved, August vowed to master the art of shooting, and so founded the Blind Shooting Club. To prove their skills, members had to shoot through a screen. This task quickly became monotonous, so club members began practicing with blind duels. The club's name thereby changed to the Blind Dueling Club. In 1777, after the death of one of the members, important changes took place, including a replacement of real bullets with homemade blank cartridges. Oh, so I wonder if this was the incident. When did that one take place? The club split into several houses and exists now in different countries to keep the tradition of German shooting alive. Sharpshooting. Wait a minute. When did this one happen? Okay, no. So this was years later. Kinda am glad I came back. This is not good.
All these places are perfectly secluded, ideal for private duels.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even look around, you guys. I am so sorry. Can I go in these rooms? See, I just assumed when Sherlock was like, oh, there's nothing else to investigate, that was it. I definitely don't think this guy is a suspect. After seeing that he's the one that gave him the gun and he was at the bottom, I was like, okay, well, unless we see that there's a memory of a part of Sherlock's imagination that he walks up the, what is it called? Like, he walks up the hill, then that's the only way he would be the culprit. But he was down at the bottom and he heard the shot. Like, when I confirmed the thing, he heard the shot and dropped the box. So,
who the devil are you?
My bad, sir. I was. Okay, we don't want to. Okay, oh, I chose the wrong thing. Okay. So let's go.
I'd like to speak with the other competitor.
He left the island. Mr. Dorfman was sure that the killer was after him. He is innocent, I assure you.
Indeed, from his position, it would be impossible to fire the bullet at such a downward trajectory, but he was a witness. Shame.
Let's see what happened at the ruins.
So,
right?
what transpired in the old ruins?
And then we'll show him the
Everything
evidence that we
began
got.
as normal. The signatures, choice of weapons. I checked it all, and then blindfolded the duelists. Erich stood to my left, and his opponent, Mr. Dorfman, to my right. Before they could begin, the killer fired. And I'm sure it was not Dorfman.
Why are you so sure?
The sound was different. Not a Webley revolver, and further away. The killer must be an excellent shot to hit the heart.
Okay, see, he didn't say that before. That's because I framed him.
Did you or the other duelist see the murderer?
No. The killer slipped away into the hills, so we turned our attention to Erich. Rest his soul.
And neither of you pursued the culprit?
I will not have my character impugned. We had only blank cartridges and a fallen friend at our feet. He was our focus.
Understandable.
You said the killer was an excellent shot. Do you suspect someone from the club?
Definitely not. No one from the club would break our rules.
What transpired after the shooting?
I heard Erich cry out and fall. Mr. Dorfman turned and fired at the killer, but I shouted at him to stop and help. I tried to save Erich, but it was too late. He was gone.
Oh, so he shot him, and that's when the guy turned around and tried to shoot him back. Provide evidence. I definitely think... See, she didn't... I don't think his sister had... No, his sister lied because she had a gun in her room because she fired shots, one at a picture, and then she also used the stuff from his cartridges. She used gunpowder. Where did you get that from? That's the question.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have a nice collection of pistols, Mr. Von Kram.
Ah, a fellow connoisseur of firearms. Did something catch your eye?
What caught my eye is a missing Lamat. Where is it?
Ah, that one. I lost it in a bet. A rare failure of mine.
A bet with whom?
That's private, Mr. Holmes, and unrelated to your investigation.
Because it'll tell us who has it. That he heard a shot from another weapon. Was it Lamet, though? He swore it was a fourth person. Okay, we already read that. Let's see.
It seems you owed Mr. von Staub a small fortune.
A fortune to you, perhaps, but a trifle to me. Our debts ebbed and flowed. In our next contest, there was every chance I would win it back. Erich was too concerned about all that. Frankly, he often lacked the demeanor of a nobleman. His progressive tendencies could be grating.
Sir, I'm just going through
As it
everything.
happens, a Lamat .42 caliber revolver was discovered at the crime scene. You said you were missing a Lamat, yes?
I did, but my Lamat was a .36 caliber.
And you can prove that?
My word is proof enough.
No,
if I
it's
said
not.
it, it is true.
Wow. This guy is great.
Last year, there was a similar incident in which a duelist died. What can you tell me?
A tragedy. I shot too well, and my opponent stumbled from the impact. He slipped and fell down the cliff. I regret it all. I have not participated in a duel since. Instead, I only take the role of a referee and supervise the proceedings for safety. I swore that no other club member would die in a duel. Alas, someone else intervened.
Okay. I wish it would keep me updated on the things I found out, but for some odd reason it doesn't. This isn't even showing up as a case on my Mind Palace. Maybe because we haven't found enough information. 2 evidence updated. Do you mind if I look around your office? Quite sure
Look,
you
Sherry, I'm head of the club.
don't. Great, John.
A remarkable tool to conveniently enhance anything. I could use one for my analysis.
What do you mean? To like view? I don't understand. Token of gratitude for your generosity.
How to sharpen one's senses.
Oh, poor guy. He's like, I got a glass eyeball. I want to be able to see. What is this?
Addressed to Heinrich von Kram and written with a nervous hand.
Can we take it out?
Arrived just yesterday.
Having a von Kram in the position of honorary consul is the only way to. Oh, it's Eric. It's the only way to earn the respect of other countries. Your name is too small for this state position. My noble Parisian family is the guarantee that the empire can and will stand above all other nations. Wow, he said this to Eric. Eric's response is written on the other side of the letter. Heinrich, good grief, what nonsense. Your family line has been corrupted by excess. You are the last and best example of this decadence and this find the race. A dying breed. Our empire needs better men, stronger men, more modern. Do you truly believe such a superficial person burdened with debts, gambling in his blood, should be entrusted with the responsibility of the state? Wait, who's this? Oh, okay, it didn't say. Oh, I know it says Eric's response. What is he talking about? Moreover, have you ever known a cripple to be held up as a figurehead of this country? No. I am the only legitimate candidate to replace the German honorary consul in Cordona. Spare yourself the embarrassment and withdraw your candidacy before your weakness are made public. Wow. Eric was like, buddy, you're blind. You have a disability. Pick me. I'm more modern. Wow. Is that something we could talk to him about? It most definitely is. Yeah, sir. What's this letter? Can I go in here? Oh, we got so much space to look around at. Donates $5,000 to the Children's Hospital. So he donates money.
Doesn't appear to be the happiest childhood.
Wait, does he have a blindfold on his eye?
Cecilia von Kram with Heinrich, Cologne, 1864. Mein Wunder.
Okay.
Recordings labeled in Braille.
Oh. So he really is. Oh, that's what they were. He's sitting up there making fun of him. Don't make fun of him. He's blinded. Has also studied a lot of material to assist the blind in sharpening their other senses. Poor Heinrich. Eric, you freaking a-hole. Colin Kinder. Is this, wait, is that his father? What's the name on here?
Cecilia von Kram with Heinrich, Cologne, 1864.
Cologne.
Mein Wunder.
Cologne. This is Cologne. Cologne Kinder. Okay. I'm not even attempt to pronounce those. What's this? Okay, we already read that. Okay, I'm not going to ask him anything just yet. I want to continue looking around. So they're all von Kram. Okay. I'm starting to see the picture here. And then you had Eric. Was Eric also? No, he wasn't. Okay. Okay, starting to get it. I'm starting to get it a little bit. I love these things. This is, am I missing anything? Accused. I'm not doing that. You notice more at the duel?
There must be more you can recall from the day of the duel.
I wish. My eyes make me a poor witness, I'm afraid.
Yes, your blindness. An affliction since childhood, one presumes. No scars on your face, and you carry yourself with confidence.
I'm starting to see your worth, Mr. Holmes.
But this limitation developed your other senses and made you an excellent marksman. So, tell me, did you notice anything else?
I do recall a floral smell. Something artificial. It was sweet and fresh and came from the direction of the killer.
Uh-oh. No, they lying for her.
You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now.
And that's why he was trying to get his sister to marry the guy, that really rich guy.
I've never seen this before.
There's still. Oh.
Do you recognize this scent?
Is that
Yes.
the floral scent?
This is it. The smell I noticed at the ruins. Where did you get it? Do you know who killed Eric? Tell me his name.
No, sir.
I need to be elsewhere.
Key evidence collected. No. Oh, gosh. It's either the sister or... But she didn't know about the guy, so it had to have been the guy that she's interested in. There's somebody else involved. He also claims to have noticed a specific floral scent at the moment of the shooting. Okay, so we go talk to her about what happened. What? I'm thinking of some weird cartoon. I don't remember. I think it might have been South Park. Help the Blind. What was that? What is that from? Why can't I go back in that way? They won't even let me in. Okay. It was from some cartoon. I don't remember. Alright. I guess we're done here. Let's go see his sister. I'm going to believe that she didn't leave. She's too frail. And if somebody... Could it have been... She said she didn't know about any of the suitors. She could have been lying, though. Alright, so we're going to ask the sister about him. We need to figure out who this guy is that she's seeing. It's clear that the fourth person is somebody else. We see that there could have been a possible issue between Eric and this guy. He wanted a power position, and the guy's like, no. Which, you know, understandable. We'll just take it for what it is. Hi.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Hi, ma'am. You got
Going on a trip, miss?
Oh,
No, I'm leaving permanently. This place brought me nothing but sorrow. I am sorry. What do you want?
Thank you for your time, miss.
No, it says I can still talk to somebody. He's just like, nope. Oh, that means I get to choose it. I'm just gonna say it's her. It's giving me the option to choose between the two. We know it's not him. It's not him, and he smelled the sweet scent. It's showing this, like, it wants me to continue looking. I wanted to see if there was another person that was involved, but right off the bat, Sherlock is like, no, we're gonna just freaking sit up here and just blame either him or her. Let me go back and just do another thorough sweep. Okay, so from what I'm looking at, there is nothing else. Alrighty, you guys. I just had to make sure. I don't know why it's showing that. I mean, I guess the key evidence was the, I don't know. I've never had a case like this where it was just like, yeah, the key evidence and that's all, you know? Alright, Magda. You're the only person left. Sherlock.
Good day, officer.
Hello, he's not holding any hostages. Yep, cues.
I think the time has come to be honest with each other, Miss von Staub. I'll start with my confession. I misled you in our previous meeting. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I do not work for the police.
What? I don't understand.
In actuality, I was independently investigating your brother's death, and came to an unexpected conclusion.
How? Why?
It was not a tragic accident, miss. It was cold-blooded murder. And I know the culprit.
No. Who is he?
Nice try, but as you well know, I'm talking to the culprit right now.
What?
I thought it would have been the guy that she liked.
Certainly not. Allow me to explain how you killed your brother.
Yep. Where's the ointment stuff?
The missing box in your brother's room contained a lamat, the same weapon used for the murder. You stole it to kill your brother.
What? No. Eric was obsessed with guns. I bet he simply left that revolver somewhere else.
Yes, it was left somewhere else. The crime scene. Abandoned in panic, a typical feminine response.
Wow.
No, I've never been to that cursed place.
Uh-huh.
A moment, if I may.
No.
This is torture.
No, wait. Can I... Wait.
Thank you for your time, miss.
When's the last time it saved? I thought I would bring up the ointment as a way for him to say, yeah, so one of our witnesses said that they smelled they smelled the, you know, the ointment that she was wearing, but I guess that's not compelling enough.
The missing box in your brother's room contained a lamette.
None of that makes a whit of sense.
Okay.
This
well,
is
I guess
monstrous.
we're just gonna keep messing up. You're fine. You're fine.
A moment, if I may.
Yeah,
this
ma'am.
is torture.
Shut your mouth.
Thank you for your time, miss.
Okay, so I'll look to see which ones it is. You guys, I'm sorry, I'm not about to do this with the game. This one.
The missing box in your brother's room contained a lamette, the same weapon used for the murder. You stole it to kill your brother.
What? No. Eric was obsessed with guns. I bet he simply left that revolver somewhere else.
Yes, it was left somewhere else. The crime scene. Abandoned in panic. A typical feminine response.
No, I've never been to that cursed
feminine
place.
response for me. Okay, then it says letter to... Yes.
None of that makes a whit of sense.
What? It lies.
This is monstrous.
It lies, because it literally said choose that one. You guys, I'm not making this up. My stuff is freaking out. Wait, do I have to... Oh, wait.
A moment, if I may.
This is torture.
I have to do it in the proper. I have
Thank
to
you
do
for
it in
your
the
time,
correct
miss.
order. You have to pick it in. You have to pick it in a correct order. I forgot that that actually happened before, when I was working on a case. You can't do it out of order, or else it's going to count as it being wrong. It's a little bizarre. They could have did a little bit better. You shouldn't have to choose it in order.
Good day, officer.
Hush! I'm trying to
Miss
arrest the
von
lady.
Staub.
Stop talking to me. Okay.
The missing
gun
box
case.
in your brother's room contained a lamette, the same weapon used for the murder.
Yep.
You stole
skip
it to kill your brother.
Yep. Now we go duel in the ruins.
You hid behind the wall in the ruins. None of the others present could have killed Eric from that position. Both the duelists were blindfolded, and Mr. von Kram is ill-sighted.
So nobody saw anything? Your imagination has run wild.
I
but you
honestly don't
forget
know.
one thing. A blind man's other senses grow stronger. Mr. von Kram detected a lavender and pine scent. That of your ointment.
You're taking the word of a sightless man. This is monstrous.
You guys, this is very bizarre because there is nothing that ties her to being there. Literally, she had no dirt on her. She had no blood. And there was nothing. It's like they kind of missed out on, what's the word? Like adding additional stuff to this case.
It is your brother who was monstrous. He was a tyrant, and you could tolerate his abuse no longer.
Living with Eric was a nightmare, yes. But he was my brother.
Now, Miss von Staub, take your time. Tell me the truth.
After our parents died, my life slowly became hell. My brother began to humiliate me. Then he became violent. Each day he'd invent a new punishment. Shut my room, burn my paintings, starve me. And without fail, I would be beaten. All visits were forbidden, all contact verboten. I was his caged bird, his pet. When we did go out, he used me to bait influential people. He sold me to Mr. Boddington simply to earn a place amongst this island's elite.
Was that not freedom from your brother?
He sold me as a thing, sir. Who do you think this gentleman was? I could not endure more cruelty. Mr. Holmes, I'm begging you. Please don't do this to me. Don't throw me from one cage to another.
Girl, if you don't get out of here, go.
You have suffered enough, Miss von Staub, but now it is over. I will not turn you into the police.
I don't know what to say. What will happen with the case?
Girl, I'm just
The
following
usual.
the game, the walkthrough
With
at this
their
point.
typical stupidity, the inspectors will confidently declare the case a tragic accident, and that will be that.
I didn't
So far, I've
expect
been
such
throwing everybody
kindness.
behind bars. I'm not gonna lie.
No, where the truth reveals injustice, I expect accountability, but in this matter, Miss von Staub, I see no injustice at all.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. I'll never forget what you're doing.
She is out of here. You hear a horse? She done tra-la-la-la
I'm
herself
behind you
down the street.
100%. I'm
Oh.
sure Miss von Staub wouldn't waste the chance for a better life.
John, where is that coming from? Alright, John actually liked it. Cool. Alright, let's do... So we can get this done and over with. Yes. We want to go do the case for his mother. We're at 90. Let me see. Wait, what? Sherlock's journey. For some reason it says 0%, and I don't understand why. Are we still doing this? No, we're not. Alright, let's go to his house. No, we're not doing another side one, because that one just got really weird really quickly. Alright. Go to your childhood mansion. We need the money for those cases anyways. That's the only way I'm able to get more items so he can remember more things. Oh no, it's that guy again. He's still here? Thought I told you to leave. So you just go wait outside Sherlock's house?